Deck 2. Going up.
It's me, Gareth, from Port Monkeys, and today we're on Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Sea. Start down here on deck 2. There's not really much here other than the boarding area, which is right around the bend here. Probably not supposed to go in here today, but this is where we'd get on and off the ship. This is where they decided to put all their plaques and memorabilia from their maiden voyage, which seems a little weird, but I guess every time you get on or off the ship, you're going to see it. There's also a bathroom here. And the stairs begin here, so I could have come down the stairs. Anyway, there is another section of deck 2, and it's the medical facility and another boarding area. I'm going to walk down this hall and see if I can reach it. I think I have to go up a few decks and then down. As I thought, that was a dead end. So we're going to go up the elevator, a couple decks, go down, and then come back down. I'm going to try to get to the medical facilities. We're on deck 2, and it's the medical facility. And they're actually open because it's 9:15. So we'll just walk in here real quick and have a look. Hopefully, you never see this part of the ship on your cruise. The waiting room, reception area. And that's the medical facility. Oh. Those are Band-Aids and moist towelettes. Oh, aspirin, Benadryl, antacid, 50 cents. Sinus pain and pressure, condoms. The ship has artwork. This is one of them. This is some more. They've got some neon artwork. We're not going to do anything about deck 3 because it's all passenger cabins. We're forward on deck 4 at the forward elevator lobby. They have these handy maps, tell you what's on each deck. And the deck you're on is lit up in white. They also have these. I find they don't work real well, but this one seems to be working today. Okay. And this should be a list of what's going on today, but it seems to do that a lot. So, and then if I try it again, there. So that's what's going on today. But I'm standing right there, right now. So we're midship on deck 4, and this is the beginning of the Centrum. There's cabins forward, and the dining room, main dining room, is aft, down there. This is the Centrum, and there's some event going on here, but we'll walk around and have a look. These are the glass elevators that face the ocean. So when you're riding up or down, you can look out at the sea. So we're on the glass elevators that look out over the ocean. Taking a trip down. There's 3 of these. We're probably going to stop for somebody. Maybe not. But it gives you a nice view of the ocean. Of course, we're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Deck 2.
This is the Voom Internet Cafe, we'll call it. This is where you sign up for internet. We walk back over here. We're heading aft now on the port side, so to the rear of the ship. There's the dining room. It's breakfast time now, so it's not very crowded. And they have you can order from a menu and you can eat from the breakfast bar. Probably not going to use this area. Probably won't get that crowded. They're playing beanbag, fun bags. It's a competition. They have entertainment like this in the Centrum, or the Grand Atrium. These guys are here like every day, so far anyway, it seems like. What do I do? Hold my head over? Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, somebody's slow. You look good, Orange. Cheers. And here we have the shore excursion desk and the guest services desk. Guest service is always open. Shore excursion open part of the day. If we went forward, there's passenger cabins. So instead, let's go up these stairs to deck 5. We're on deck 5, still midship. This is what the Centrum looks like. It's about 8 stories tall, 8 decks high, however you want to say it. On each deck, there's like a little balcony. And on this side, on each deck, there's 2 balconies with chairs and tables and couches, sort of like this. So I'm back over on port. And this is sort of an ad for the stores. This is my international ambassador. I have no idea what that means. Here's, you can get your cruise compass. That's the list of things you could do. This is in different languages. They say there's a lot of Germans on board today, or this cruise. These are the elevators again, so I'm port side, heading aft again. That's the Tides dining room again. And the stairs. Now I'm heading to the starboard side, deck 5. And here we have your next cruise, and a bunch of cruises, and they're open today, it looks like, waiting to talk to you. And this is the coffee bar. And now this coffee costs extra. Also on deck 5 are the shops. So the shops are closed because it's early in the morning, but they leave this one way open. So I have to go here on the port side if I want to get to the front of the ship. There is a walkway over on starboard, but it's closed off when the shops aren't open. Now if I go down here, then I get to, I'm heading forward, deck 5, starboard side. There's the great outdoors. We're on a Transatlantic heading to the Canary Islands from Puerto Rico. Art and photo gallery. So here's where you'd see the pictures they take of you each day, each night, all the time. Never stop. Prices. These doors open up and there'd be pictures inside them. And it's the art gallery too. And as all cruise ships, they have art auctions. And lots of them. This brings us to the entrance to the Coral Theater. It's closed right now. But I'm going to go in anyway and see what happens. And this is the Choral Theater. Sound and lights. Balcony up there. We'll go up there later. It's a nice theater. They have nice seats, nice sight lines. No obstructions, except maybe way up there. And the stage.
Oh Lord, I'll try to carry on. Come on, let's twist a little closer now. Let me know that you're mine. Shake it, shake it, shake it, baby, now. Imagine all the people living for today.
Marco, that direction. Walk into the light. No, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. Just. Anyway, 3 9s, all right? But listen, you've got to walk fast. I'm going to let go. Wait. I'm going to let go. Then go get them to come back. Be careful you don't slip in the wet patch. It's probably not the first time you heard that, eh? Okay. 3 knives, ready? Go get the knives. Hurry up, hurry up.
Like the lazy ocean on the shore, hold me close, waiting for. Like a flower in the breeze, and the beat, sway relief.
Don't forget to set your watches 1 hour back so we have more time to enjoy the party, more time to enjoy the trip. No olviden de poner su reloj 1 hora atrás esta noche. Antes de ir a dormir tenemos 1 hora más de tiempo para disfrutar. Entonces, 1 hora menos esta noche antes de ir a dormir. N'oubliez pas de reculer votre montre ce soir avant d'aller a dormir. Non dimenticate di mettere il vostro orologio 1 ora indietro prima di andare a dormire. Vergessen nicht Ihre Uhr 1 Stunde zurückzustellen. Schlafen wir 1 Stunde mehr heute Abend. Y también, as well, I would like to remind that later on we're going to have plenty of activities for the night.
I just came out of the Choral Theater. I'm right there. Crossing, this is the forward elevator lobby again. This ship only has 2 sets of elevators. And it brings us to the conference center in the Caspian boardroom. And apparently they're set up to take pictures here. I'm not sure of what. Photos. And you got this cool table, podium, big screen TV, and more rooms. But we won't bother with that. Hopefully you're not at a conference when you're on a cruise. Unless it's a tax dodge for you, then go for it. We're going to head outside here on deck 5. On deck 5 you can go most of the way around the ship. It's nice and wide and open, has chairs, the deep blue sea. We came out here one night and this was closed, but it's open today. So let's see what's on deck 5 if we head forward. I think you can do this port or starboard. If it's like other Royal Caribbean ships, there'll be a stairway up to the helipad. And that's what it looks like we're going to see. Plus I smell smoke, so someone's smoking. This... Oh, nice for your dog crowd. Haven't seen any dogs on this ship. Not that there aren't any, just haven't seen them this time. Of course, we're heading almost due east, so the sun is going to be directly in front. And it's windy, so that probably doesn't sound very good. And it's so windy, it's kind of hard to walk. But here it is. Now, normally they have more benches. But this is where you can, you know, be the king of the world. There's our ship. There's the bridge. That's where they're steering from. We're going to go back down. Just bow of the ship, you could say. Okay, we're going to walk aft back to the Centrum. You can see it way down there maybe. It's like turquoise glass. We're still on deck 5, looking out at the Atlantic, and it's a nice blue color. When the sun gets up higher, it really looks good. And it's not quite as windy on this side, just the wind direction on all. So we walked from way up there, the bow, on the starboard side. I don't know if you noticed, but the lifeboats are above our heads. This is the dining room, but we're on deck 5, so this is the upper level of the dining room, and there's people in there eating on deck 5, heading aft. We're going to see if we can go all the way around to the other side. And now we're in the very back of the ship, crossing from starboard to port. And there's our weight. We're moving along pretty good. So let's cross to the other side. Okay, coming back to the dining room on the other side. We are on deck 6, upstairs from the Choral Theater, and I'm going to go in the balcony of the Choral Theater just so you can get a look, quick look. It has never been really crowded on a show night, you know, really crowded. This is what it looks like from up above. Seats along the sides, even up there. I think they're trying out for a choir. This is the starboard side. This is forward, all the way to the front of the ship. That's the port side over there. No matter which way we go down on deck 6, aft, port side, we are going to get into the pit stop and cinema. So it's the pit stop is a bar, and the cinema is an actual theater. You probably couldn't see much there, but the new movie Jumanji is playing. It's a very steep theater, but there's usually always seats available. I'm surprised there's so many people in there this morning. So this is the pit stop. They're always showing sporting events. I've never seen more than 2 people in here, and they were sitting right here watching soccer. And then we have Casino Royale. So this is the casino, and it's about 9:30 in the morning. This is the casino bar. I don't see baccarat. Somebody asked me about baccarat. I don't see it on this ship. They have Ultimate Texas Hold'em. Now we're moving to midship, where you have the Vintages bar. So the wine bar, we'll call it. And it looks like that. Vintages. Still playing fun bags down below. Oops. So, remember we're on the starboard side heading aft. And this is the Schooner Bar and the Safari Club and Giovanni's Table. That's an upscale restaurant, and Chops Grill, another restaurant. Those both cost money. It's got hey, buongiorno. A definite nautical theme. Had my picture taken in there, steering the ship. What a joke, huh? Anyway, this is the schooner bar, and sometimes in the schooner bar they have trivia, and other times it's down in the Safari Club. This is Chop's Grill, and people are in there eating breakfast, so it must be a breakfast thing. Hello. That's the Chop's Grill. $35 a person. Still in the schooner bar. We took Italian lessons in here too. I can't say they were very good lessons, but... And this is Giovanni's table. Italian restaurant. I think it's $30 a person. There's a piano. More ships. And then you get into the Safari Club. And it looks like they're set up for an art auction today. They have these pool tables, and I don't know if you can see that moving. But they supposedly match the motion of the ocean. And if you stand here and watch it, you'll think, oh my goodness, we're moving that much? But there they are. You'll notice the ball doesn't roll around, even though the table's moving like crazy. If you can see that. So normally when you come in here, there's tables and chairs, couches, and not a bunch of easels with art on them. I've been in here for trivia also. Like I say, it looks like art auction day. And you know how I feel about art auctions, but that's my opinion. Oh, we're doing mass here. They do Catholic mass in here every day. And now we are at the aft of the ship, the stern, the back, the very back. And this is the Safari Bar. Well, now we are on deck 7 with some other artwork. A little lookout down in the Centrum, or up in the Centrum, as the case may be. Where the cornhole competition is taking place. There's not much on deck 7 besides passenger cabins, as you're going to see in a minute. The business center and staterooms, and then 8, 9, 10 just staterooms. So we're going to skip them because you don't need to see passageways with doors. So we're heading forward on the port side, and this is the business center. And I see they have a printer and some computers, but other than that, I don't know what they do here. And here's a Happy Business Center representative. We're now on deck 11. And remember, we're at the center of the ship, midship. There's the Centrum. Of course, there's the ceiling of it. Looking down, where they're playing cornhole. It's a cornhole competition. It says it's the art gallery, but the only art is just this, and then there's some bathrooms. So I'm not sure what they mean. From here, we could go outside, although we can't get through to there. whatever might be in there. If I go around that way, it's the pool. Apparently people smoke in this area, because that's all I smell out there. So that's the starboard side. We're crossing over to port. And on deck 11, port side, aft, is the Windjammer Cafe, also known as a buffet. And they have a pretty good buffet on here. It's got a lot of decent food. Remember, it's a buffet though. If you want some fresh squeezed orange juice, that's going to cost you $3. Oh, $3.50, it went up. I swear a couple days ago it was $3. Lots of seating, but I always have trouble finding a seat, so. Okay, we're on the starboard side, heading aft now. I'm going to circle around the back of deck 11. Ham, bacon, potatoes, of course, baked beans for breakfast. They have an omelet station. They give pagers for omelets. So you order it and they give you a pager, and then, so here's one of those pagers they use at breakfast to get an omelet.
Thank you for waiting. Please return to the host for seating.
You know, you come back and pick it up later. And that's my plate and cup from half an hour ago, if that means anything to you. So, this is the very back of the ship. You can get your own coffee, tea. Now they have regular orange juice. It's free. Fresh squeezed is $3.50. So, I don't know, if you gotta have fresh squeezed, you're gonna have to pay for it. Although maybe it's included in a drink package, I don't know. In the last few days, this area has been very windy, but today it's not too bad. So we're going over to the port side and heading forward now, because we circled around the back of the ship. More ice, apple juice, coffee. In the afternoons they have iced tea. So this area is actually outside and can be windy and cold, these windows open. But today it's not bad. And then we pass inside. And the stuff on this side, the food items on this side, are kind of like the food items on the other side. Except here's your made-to-order omelet bar, complete with pagers. See that? And she's taking your order. And there are a lot of orders going. So we'll wind through here. We have one of these bars on each side, you call it. And actually, it actually is a bar. You could get drinks there. Some people like to drink for breakfast, right? So as we leave the Windjammer Cafe, the buffet, there's this area. They've got some windows open. More opportunity to get drinks, coffee, juice, water. But this area, I mean, even though it's enclosed, it's like a patio room because it's open to the pool deck right here. Here's where they keep the ping pong tables. And this is the swimming pool. There are actually two pools, but this is the one that's outside. So I'm going to cross over to starboard here. Dance floor. Giant television screen. One person in the pool, always a lifeguard on duty. The pool bar up there is deck 12. I rarely go in a ship pool. I'm not saying you shouldn't, I have better things to do, I guess, than float around. They're not very deep and they're not very big. And of course in this cruise it's not very hot. Lifeguard station, towel station. So this is the Solarium, that being the Solarium Cafe. You can get free food there. It looks like they closed at 9 and they open back up at noon. And then they're 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. This pool, and it is a pool, has a cover and better lounge chairs, you'll notice, and an Asian theme. That's a shower. If you don't like the sun, maybe you want to be in here, although it's very warm in here and it smells like chlorine. And it has its own bar. I imagine they call that the Solarium bar. Solarium bar. So now we're on the port side, heading forward. And that's the Solarium. And now we're going out of the Solarium and heading into the spa. So this is the Vitality Spa. And you can get massages and everything else in there. All ships have spas. Crossing back over. Hi. To starboard. Going with the Asian theme still. Passenger cabins, but just one section of them. Nothing else over here. That's where we just were. Deck 12. And it's the Vitality Fitness Center. So if you go up to deck 12, you can walk in here and they have the treadmills and weights and exercise machines and lots of mirrors. Never get tired of those. And people working out. Crossing over to port. Free weights and the other entrance. You can also get here from deck 11, but you have to walk through the spa to do it. And you can also, we're heading forward now, get here from the outside on either side. And this, on deck 12 here, port side, is where the start of the track is. And 1 mile equals 6 laps, or a kilometer is 4 laps. And it says jogging, but I don't think people ever actually run on it. Down there is a solarium pool. This is the covered solarium, and they can retract that roof, but I think it's been closed the whole time we've been on the cruise, although it's been very windy. Today is the first day that it's not super windy, but I think we slowed down. Captain said we were going to slow from 22 knots to 18 knots. So for 3 days we rushed, and now for 2 days we're going to kind of go slow, I think. So there's the Sky Bar. It's not open, but it's just another bar. This is where they do big screen movies, although there's a theater, the cinema. You see not too many chairs taken yet, so, and it's almost 10 o'clock. Each day on this cruise, we set our clocks forward an hour as we cross the Atlantic. So we've lost 4 hours now. And so it's knocking some people for a loop. So we're on deck 12, port side, heading aft. All right, we came from up there. The pool is up there. That's forward. We're on the port side, left side. We're walking back here. We're on deck 12 still, heading aft. This is the sports court, let's call it. It's set up for soccer, basketball. I don't know if they ever play tennis. I don't see a net. We're just heading out to the back, the rear, the stern. I like this couch here. And there's this area where you can go in here, and it's called the Country Club, but I have no idea what they do here, what they check out to you. I've never seen that open. Storage. More couches. I don't know if you could smoke on this side. So down there was the Windjammer Cafe. Across earlier. Howdy. So now we've crossed over to Starboard on deck 12, and you have Izumi Japanese cuisine. It's a la carte pricing. So it's got a sushi bar and some little tables, and they all have food set up on them. So something must be going on here today. But that's it. Here's a good look at their menu. Remember, it's a la carte. And I don't want to waste too much time on this. Well, it looks like it's more like $12 for a decent roll. Heading forward, port side, deck 12. And we come to the kids' water area and water slide. And so this is all for kids. I guess I could go on it if I wanted, but I'm not sure they want me. You can see up in the distance the rock wall. So the fairways of Jewel are up here. Hey, Jules. And that's their miniature golf. And I haven't played yet, but I probably will. So I'm officially on deck 13. I know some cruise lines don't use 13. This ship has a 13. And it's the top deck, but it's in parts. So this is one part of deck 13, and further forward you can see another part of deck 13, and further forward there's another part of deck 13. Across this little bridge, there's the kids' pool area, which is real separate from the adults' pool area, which is, you know, midship. This is the rock climbing wall. I climbed it the other day a couple of times. This is the rock climbing boss. I'm great, how are you?
Great.
Starboard side of deck 13, there's the rock climbing wall. Heading forward, I see a sliding glass door, but sometimes these don't open. So we'll see. We'll see. This one opened. And it looks like some sort of class going on here. This is a bar. Lounge, like the Viking Crown Lounge. From here you could look out across the ship. There's the pool down there. They call this Vortex 13. I would think it was the Viking Crown Lounge. 13. We'll look that up later. This is where we rode the elevator too. These are the elevators that face the ocean. This is the Diamond Club. And they don't want me in there. And this is the Concierge Club. And I imagine I see movement in there. that I'm not welcome in here either. No, it's locked. Explains it. Vortex Nightclub, Viking Crown Lounge, but it's really the same room. Concierge Club. On deck 12, this is the loyalty area, loyalty desk. We're on the starboard side, midship, and this is Adventure Ocean. This is where an Ocean Arcade and Challenger's Video Arcade. This is the kids area. Please go through the ocean. This is fuel. I think it's kids. Disco, let's say. They have their own little bar. I don't think they serve alcohol here. That's all the bigger this is. I bet this joint is jumping at night till the wee hours of curfew, which is 1 a.m., by the way, for 17 and younger. So let's go in the Ocean Arcade. And this might be the smallest arcade I've ever seen at sea. Throw some money away in here, huh? And they are open. So Explorers 6 to 8, Aquanauts 3 to 5. That's what it looks like. So if you have kids, this is the place. This is called the loyalty desk. This is the top of the Centrum. I didn't realize it was a glass ceiling. See down there? These are the little balconies with chairs and couches. This is the elevators again. So we're on the port side of deck 12 now because we came downstairs. So we've walked this. This is the jogging track. Let's go around here a little bit. That's the big screen TV. So we're on the starboard side of deck 12. There's the pool, big screen TV, Viking Crown Lounge, and Vortex Nightclub. There's the Sky Bar again. I notice it's open now. So they must open at 10 maybe. Let's walk down here. This is the Solarium. Pool down inside there, closed roof. So we're on the starboard side of deck 12 going up to deck 13. So remember, the rock climbing wall, miniature golf and stuff were down there on 13 in the Viking Crown Lounge. This is the other part of 13. Lots of lounge chairs. It's cloudier than it's been the whole week. Not as windy, but cold. I mean, I don't think people are going to lay out here with the wind like it is. Remember a little while ago, I took So we're back over to the port side and we're going to go down. This is sort of the track. That's the gym, fitness center. We're up in the front of the ship and there's these two stairways. And they lead down to another sort of hidden deck. So I guess we're actually going to go, this is deck 11, but you can't get anywhere else on this deck. It's a dead end in every direction. But more lounge chairs. Now that's the spa inside there. So there's people in there getting massages and whatnot. There's the helipad. 5 or 6. It's a little confusing down there. I think I said the wrong thing, but I will correct it in post, perhaps. And so we've crossed over to starboard on this little deck, and there's another stairway leading up. Look, it's another port monkey. So, wow, she got up early. But we're going to walk the track a little while. That's Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Seas. It's in nice ship. I like the way it looks. There's a couple things I would change, but I haven't met a ship yet that I don't want to change a little bit yet. Port monkeys out. We're here with Ian.
I like to talk.
And he likes to talk, and we're eating dinner. There's Ann and Nigel. Of course, Janet. And Judy just took a bite.
Still eating the lot.
I stayed away from her while she was taking a bite. So what do you think of this ship?
I've enjoyed the ship. Yep, I think it could improve in some areas. It's definitely showing its age.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely showing its age.
Is the ceiling coming down in your cabin?
No. No, but we are on deck 11.
Oh, maybe that's why the ceiling on deck 10 is coming down.
And almost directly above yourself. I've enjoyed some of the. I've enjoyed vintages. I enjoyed the gym. The gym's good. The gym's really cooked. Still in good condition. Go for a run most mornings.
I haven't been in the gym in about 3 days, I think.
Yeah.
I went every day up until a few days ago. I stopped.
But generally, yeah, 8 out of 10. I'll just give it a